Hello, digital art! Apparently, I need to create my own tutorial. So here we go. I already started a new project in Photopea, and I'm going to open an image, just a basic image, to show you leave me alone. Show you some ways that we can create shapes for our landscapes. La la la, loading computer, so great. All right, so here are my leaf shapes, and I'm going to hold the shift button down while I scale them. Okie dokie. Okay. Now they are placed. I'm going to deselect. Okay, so one of the ways that I want to move this over and collapse the menus by pressing the little symbols at the top. And I'm going to slide it over a little so it's not quite so close to the edge. Then click on the side of the dark area, or press Control D to deselect. Because if you have things selected, we can't use a lot of the tools while they're still there. Now I'm going to go over here to the magnetic lasso tool. This is a really handy tool for shapes that they have a clear outline. So I'm going to select the top of this leaf on the side, and what will happen is as I move the mouse along the outline, it will create a line around the shape. And as long as I'm happy with the line that it's creating, I can leave it. But if I want to make sure that it curves at the right place, I have to click along the line. So I'm going to click in these little corners and keep going. The line usually is pretty good. This tool will follow the shape you're trying to create or cut out. I'll show you on a more complicated picture, like a photo, next. So as you can see, it's mostly pretty accurate. And at the end, you have to click on the first dot that you made, and then it should transform into a selection. Maybe. There. Okay, now that it's selected, I'm going to create a copy of it by going to Layer, New, Via Copy. So now it will make a layer out of the shape I just traced out. Now I can see if it worked by going to Layers, and I'm going to call it Leaf. I just double click on the name of the layer, or maybe I should do Leaf 1. Now another way that we can select something is the magic wand. For something like this where it's very simple, the magic wand tool can also be like super helpful. Now I'm going to go back to the leaf template layer, because if I'm still on my copy layer, I won't. You have to kind of, anyway, you have to select the layer you're going to work with. So I'm selecting the magic wand. Now there are different there's different settings for some of the tools. So if I want it to feather out and soften the edge a little bit, you can leave 1 or 2 pixels of a feathered edge, or leave it on 0 if you just want it to cut. We'll learn more about that over time. And for tolerance, this has more to do with photos and other more complicated images that you might be editing. So for this, I don't think I need to adjust anything. I'm just going to select the middle of the shape when I'm on the correct layer. And now if you can see, it's selected the entire center. And this is a really good tool. I'm going to make the edge a little more feathered, because that means it will take a little more around the shape. That's way too much. Let's do like 4. I'm going to select it again. It's like a magic trick that doesn't work. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to actually use the shortcut this time though. Control J. We'll copy it. Now let's take a look at what we have. Just get rid of the background. So this is the first shape I traced, and it's got all those squiggly lines in it. And this is the second shape I traced, which is much cleaner. There are reasons why you would use one tool or the other, but we're just starting out. So I'm going to go with that magic wand tool and do the other one over again. So I've got to select the layer, press the magic wand, and I'm going to just click on the inside and do Control J. So now I'm going to hide that background. Now I have two really cool layers, except the thing is I'm doing a landscape and not a bunch of leaves. So let me show you how we can use this to help us make a landscape in my next video. I'm a dork.